Purnamaste. Everybody love now. Everybody love now. This moment. There's nothing else but this moment now. And in this moment now, there is everything that is. Love is in this moment. Joy is in this moment. The reality. There's nothing else real but this moment now. And we won't dive deep into the moment now. Everybody welcome. Because love now is only just like I say. Now in the moment there is love. In time there's fear, guilt, blame, expectations, control, resistance, regret, and so much darkness. So much darkness. And all these things are not real because they are related to what was in the past, what is to never happen in the future. Just our fear, our guilt, our blame, our expectations, our dependency, our attachments, our control. All these things which are not real are in time. There is only the moment now. And in the moment now, there is everything that is. Love now. Past is history, it ain't coming back. You learn out of it, it made you a diamond. Future is a mystery. Next moment is a mystery. All we have is this moment now. And we just have to love now. And that's why I say love now. And in this video we are speaking about love now. Because if you want to love, you love now. Love is now. In time there's no love, only separation from love. You are love yourself, in time is guilt. Blaming you for love that you are. Blaming others for love that they are. Fear of your greatest future. Fear of the moment now. Fear of yourself. Guilt. Expectations for tomorrow that is not here. Regrets for the yesterday which is past. And fear. Ego, the separation from self, because you are love yourself, so love now, because there's only moment now, there's nothing else but this moment now, and love is now, and you are love yourself. I am now, love now that I am. There's only moment in this moment that I am you. The only reality, the only truth, the being that I am. You. If you see entire Mother Nature, animals live in the moment. Look at the dog. He's playing with a ball, he's in a moment, he is absorbed in that moment, playing with a ball, completely absorbed in the moment now. Nothing else exists but play and the moment. Cat, focused in the moment, sleeping, or just focused, watching one point, doing what your eyes cannot see. Focused on the mouse. The moment nothing exists but the mouse and the cat. Focused on you cuddling the cat. There's only cuddling and love. Cat animals don't worry for tomorrow. They are not afraid if they do not get food tomorrow. They eat now, they want food now, they are hungry now. And that's what all they care for. They don't care for disease that may come in future. They are not afraid, worrying that they will get this and that disease. They are not afraid. But if they have some problem, the cat is pouring and healing herself. Cat is not afraid that somebody is to attack the cat. The dog is to attack a cat, that somebody throw a stone. But when somebody throws a stone at a cat or dog attacks, in that moment, the cat reacts and runs away from the attack. And that's how it is. You know why? You know why, no? Lives in the moment. There's danger in the moment. And then cat is at peace. It's not worried what it is to come. And when the danger comes, cat reacts. Cat is not afraid, judging, blaming. Judge and blame is in the moment. Good and bad. Projecting the fear out, and mental projection of the worst thing that this person can do and is, and then creating stories out of it. This is good, this is bad, judging. Cat doesn't, nature doesn't know that. Cat is being herself. If you do something to a cat that cat doesn't like, cat smacks you. So cat, just in the moment, being what is the best in her nature, and just reacting, this is not the best for me. Not judging good and bad, but just being naturally the self in the moment, and whatever doesn't feel right, going away from it. No judgment. Cat doesn't judge people. But if you kick a cat, cat will stay away because cat knows you kick a cat. Knows the energy you kick the cat. No, stays away, not good for cat. But if you don't kick a cat, your wife may judge you, your father, mother may judge you. You are nice to a cat, cat doesn't judge you. Cat only cares that you are nice to a cat. And if you were not nice of the cat, cat would not judge you, cat would run away. All this judgment is also only in the time. And if you see children until they, I don't know, they are playing in a moment, enjoying in everything they do. They absorb in a butterfly. Nothing exists but butterfly and them. Dog and them playing. Nothing exists but dog and play. Not regretting what was yesterday, crying for what is tomorrow, but enjoying and playing, being fulfilled in the moment, experiencing the moment in fullness. Always. Whatever child is doing is busy in the moment, doesn't worry. There's no plan. Children are building castles. They do not plan that till tomorrow they have to build. They are building it until it's built. And just always building it in the moment. So child play is in the moment. And I give you my word. I give you my word. The strong ego is developed when children go to school. Because now they have to be worried that they go to school every day and that they wake up and now they are programmed in the time. And now they get tests and they have to pass the test. They have to learn for the test. Now they worry for the test. They worry for the test. And they are afraid and they worry that they will not pass the test. Programmed in time. And they have to go to school. They have to go every day at certain time. And they are programmed in time now. The play is over. You have to be at 7 here in the math class, and you have to be at 8:15 in the English class, and all is programmed, and you have test next week. You are afraid because you have to study and you did not, and now you're living in time. It's not like that. When we grow up, ego lives in time, beloved angels. Ego lives in time. That's why ego lives in time. You know, always afraid, serving the worst case scenarios that have the least probability to happen, and serving them that they will happen 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks from this, tomorrow. You know, always fear. And you can have this moment everything. Full house of food, electricity, it is warm, you are very well. But that ego, that fear, it will project that you cannot enjoy this moment now and all the good things that you have, that in 1 week, in 2 weeks, in 1 month, you will lose everything, and projects you the worst case scenarios out and takes you out. And in this moment now, everything is beautiful. You know. But fear that next moment it won't be. In time it won't be. Here, now, the reality, everything is as it has to be. But ego, this is not good. Ego can also tell you this is not good, it should be better, and you are ungrateful and you want something better and you feel that you live in shit, but you have more than many have. Where you can have everything and you are okay if you have always like this, but you have no guarantee that it will be here 1 month ago. And now you have all good things, all the blessings, all fulfillment, all nourishment, and you're actually afraid, and you cannot enjoy all the good things that you have this moment. You know, it's ego. When always blaming you for who you are now, that you are not good enough, that you should be somebody else that is not now here again, taking you in some time that doesn't exist, blaming you for who you are. We can see also how our ego takes us, our fear, which is fear, in time. Lovers can be happy in a relationship. They are enjoying living in a moment, chasing butterflies. I love you, you are my dearest. You are the rarest flower on the rarest mountain. Oh, you are my prince on the white horse. I love you. And then 3 months pass. But how will we live? And after 1 year, will we have food? And will we be together after 2 years? And you should go working there in Germany so that we get that money. And fear of losing. Oh, you will cheat. You will cheat on me. You should not go anywhere. Fear. Mental projection, that fear, that guilt, that blame projected out and project some idea that he will cheat and that he did cheat, but it's just that fear. Again, projecting in the future reality which is not now here. Fear that we will not have enough. Fear that you will leave me for another. Fear, guilt, that I'm not good enough. But in that moment, everything is beautiful. Lovers love each other from the heart. And in this moment, there's love fulfilled. But then when ego starts being afraid for its property, Oh, I may lose this. I may lose this. Oh, we may not have good things. We may not be happy. And then it suffocates the other. Takes it also in the time. Another goes, I don't want this. I don't want to live with this. I don't want somebody to control me in 2 weeks. I don't want somebody to manipulate me. I want to be free. I don't want to be prisoner. And the person runs away, and there's drama and separation and control. Like lovers are attached and they want that they do certain things, or which they are not willing in the heart to do, and now they want to make that future happen, and they may suffocate with it. Everything is okay now, this moment. Love is now. But they say, but you have to go working in the we have to go working somewhere in Germany or something, that we will have money and that you be maintained. But he maybe doesn't want to go, and he loves you in the moment very much, and he leaves you for that. Or afraid that he will cheat you and then control, which is again that fear controlling the future, which is not now here. And that guilt that you're not good enough, and fear that you will lose what is ever not your property, because love is now and love is free. And now he feels like a prisoner. He feels like, oh, and he runs away and you lose him. Or drama and separation and fight becomes. So ego takes us in time. It's darkness, separation from the truth. Love is now. Everything is now as it is. It is now here. But guilt, blaming, that it should be something better in future, and fear, blaming, fear, afraid that you may lose it, afraid that in future it may not be so beautiful. Guilt, which is regret of why you did this to me, why I didn't. Ego creates all the suffering, because the truth, love, is only in the moment, and in the moment we can be happy, And it takes us in time that doesn't exist actually, because what it is only is here now, this moment, and nothing else actually exists, and nothing else actually is. In this moment now, and love is now. There's no love in time. That's why there's only drama, separation, because there's only fear, guilt, expectations, control, resistance, dependency, darkness, separation from self, because you are love, and love is all it is, and love is the moment, and this moment now is the one and only reality, the being, God, who you are. And then you can say, why then we have this ego? Why then we are higher than animals? Animals do not have ego. Why do we have ego? Well, in the process of, we need free will. Animals do not have free will. They live in the moment, but they do not have free will to create, to choose between good and bad, to choose what they are to do. Cat is a cat. Cat loves to catch mouse, to sleep. It has free will to choose a little bit what is right and what is not right, but it's always there in the program, natural program. It cannot expand beyond. But it is one with the moment, one with the source, divine being. So ego is needed. When you come from an animal consciousness to intelligent free will consciousness, because free will, ego, first stage like we were, and we are now coming out as humanity, Ego must teach you about free will, that you have a right to choose. And you are ignorant. And then it has to introduce judgment. So you can choose good and bad. So you can, and then you are in separation, you know. You are in separation from self. Animals do not have this individual consciousness, individualization, the feeling of being, I am me, this is who I am, I'm Purnananda, I am Sandra. They don't feel like this, they just are. But in order to embody the source that we all are, source expression, we have to do it in free will. Free will. So, to learn about free will, first we need ego. When we are afraid, fear of and then we get time. Because we need ego, because then we can start learning in free will. Through what is bad for us, that we can choose good. But ego can operate only in time, because only in time we can learn about free will. You know, we can learn about free will. Only duality in third dimension, in ego. And we learn in ego as long as we integrate the identity. This is who I am. Identity, individualization, and it needed to be done in ego, in separation from self, that you are actually separated from everything, from the fullness and completion of the source, of the nature, which is, you know, just one being. And you had to learn about free will and about individualization and about that you are being in one body in complete separation. And through, in ego, out of fear, out of guilt, choosing what is not good for you, what is not the best for you, so you can learn what is the best for you. And then, actually we are ready. Then we are ready. Yeah, today is very full, so I'm strong. And when we are ready, through conflict, through separation, through opposition, we are learning about being ourselves and about free will of choosing darkness and light. And then we realize that darkness is not good to choose, and that our ego, to follow our fear, to follow our guilt, to follow our blame and our expectation, our control, is actually only suffering. An ego, selfish ego, you know, that takes from others to get for the self, and afraid of everyone, afraid of self, try to control others, is not. Then we learn. We integrated the identity, individualization of the source expression that we are to such profound level now that we realize that we do not anymore need that separation, that ego that lives in time, in fear and guilt, and expects and controls and resists. And then, because we are so much integrated in self, we realize, and then the awakening starts and the path to enlightenment. So that stage between animals and when humans are in complete separation, selfish, in ego, afraid, full of guilt, running out of guilt and blame and expectations and control, and only having all decisions made out of fear, is needed. That we learn about individualization, we integrate individualization, we are individual being, we learn that in separation from self, we are individual being, and we learn about free will. Through what is not good for us, through all the darkness, we learn what is good for us, and we choose what is the best for us. And now we can again come into the moment now. Because we have learned in ego, we have learned that time is only suffering, in control, resistance, dependency, attachment, fear, guilt, and all the darkness and creation that we really do not want, and everything that we do not actually want. It's in time. And now we can actually release that ego, that guilt, that fear, that separation, that mental projection, projecting worst case scenarios on everything and negativity. And we can again come in the moment now, in being the moment now. But now we have learned through our ego, through that separation from self, through that darkness, we have learned about good and bad. We have embodied free will, and we have learned what is not good for us and not good if we want to rise to heaven and earth as humanity. And now we are not anymore like animals. Now we are fully integrated beings, source expressions in the human body, and we have free will. We choose the best for us, we choose the best, and we can really choose what is uniquely for us, not like animals running on program, but now we can really choose the best from the heart that we want to do, that we want, you know? And in time we couldn't. And we know what is the best for us. And we only choose this. We have learned what is not good for us. And now we are again in the moment. But we are just like animals. We are in the moment now. Being one with Mother Nature. There's only moment now in nature. Time is invention of human ego. We are again in that moment now, being now here in fullness of life. But we have free will to choose the best always. And we know what is right for us and not right for us. And through free will, through decisions and choices, through that choosing of what is not good for us and what is the best for us, we now really have made ourselves and created ourselves in free will and choice, in our unique and authentic expression of the source. And now we can really choose that what we want to do, unique and authentic for us. Not like animals that all birds are bringing seeds and like this, and all butterflies run from the flower. But you can be a teacher, you can be a healer, you can be fitness instructor, you can be dancer, you can be singer, you can be scientist, you can be rock star, you can be spiritual master, poet, you can be all these things, you can be martial artist. You can choose your service. You can be healer, you can help people, you can be whatever you want. But now you are one with the source, free of the ego. You are in the moment now, being in alignment in the self, in fullness of life, fulfilled. And you have free will to choose the best, and you know what is the best, and you are free of that guilt and fear and that blame and that expectations and control. You are free of time. And now in the moment, from your unique and authentic self, created out of free will and choices by free will, you do exactly what is uniquely for you here on earth, the greatest thing that no one else can do. And that's why ego is very important, because we learn about unique and authentic expression of ourselves. We learn about what is not good for us and no one. And we embody free will. We learn about free will. We embody individuality. And then we release it because we do not need it anymore. And now we are being the unique and authentic expressions of the source that I am ourselves. And we do our free will by the choice, the best for us and for others, but what feels right for us and what we are really here to do, because we are free of fear to do something out of fear that's not good for us, and free of guilt to do something just because others expect it and want from us. And now we expect nothing from no one, we control nothing, we resist nothing, we are being in a moment now who we truly are, doing the best that we can, the best for us and others out of free will, being love now in the moment, the pure expression of the source, fullness of life in the moment now, experience fullness of life, our true being. There's no guilt blaming us for who we are and that we are not good enough and that we should do this and that, and fear is not telling us that we should do this and that tomorrow we will lose this and that we should go against our heart and against what our heart desires. But we are being in a moment now, in fullness of life, never out of guilt and fear, going against ourselves, regardless what others want, regardless what ego wants, regardless, unapologetically, others blame, have courage to do and overcome the fear, and we always follow love now in a moment, no fear which is in time, and we can rise to our greatest divine version and do greatest things, only in love now, in being the moment. So that's why when you start worrying for future, you're afraid, or panic, or you're regretting the past, or you're blaming yourself for who you are and you want to go against your heart because others blame you, or your ego, which is actually then ego blaming you for it, and then you do it. You're afraid that things will not work out, although now everything is alright. And just know that actually these negative thoughts are coming out of ego and take you in the ego, in separation of self, when you feel guilt, worry, fear, and now you want to go because fear is projecting that in 1 week everything will collapse, and now you do something completely against your heart. No. We should be in this moment now. Whatever is this moment now, offering enjoy. We cannot control nothing. And we enjoy this moment now, whatever it is. Whatever is not now here, we cannot control. Whoever is not now giving us love, they don't want to, and we cannot get it. Whatever is here now, this moment, ego is afraid that you will lose it next week. No, it's here now. And whatever is not now here is not now here. So we should enjoy with no resistance. If you are not with your lover, be with yourself, love yourself, work on yourself so we become whole and complete and Be with friends who love you and give love to those who are offering love to you and giving love to you and receiving love to you. You cannot control. You only suffer because you live in the past when things were good and you want the time in future that you are happy together, but you are suffering in this moment now. You may have full house of goods, but you are afraid that you will lose everything in 1 month and then you are not enjoying it and you are living in fear. But let us just be grateful for what we have and love now in gratitude the friends that we have, beautiful things that we have, all the blessings that we have, and everything what is. And we see how much beautiful things we have, and we focus on what is now, this moment. I cannot do video now maybe for 2 billion people, for 2 million, but I can. And I'm gonna do a video of such quality for 2 million people, and if there's 2 likes, your like is worth million. I'm gonna do the best work that I can this moment, in this moment on my phone. I can do the best video that I just did, and being a spiritual master, same as Osho, not same, but on same level as Osho was, just as he was older and wiser. I'm a young baby master, and I'm doing the greatest things that greatest spiritual masters always did, and Source knows that I'm doing, because I don't care what others think, what others blame me, what others are afraid, what others project, because I am the word that I am, and word that I am worth millions, and I'm giving the golden word that I am out. We are doing what we can, there where we can. I cannot bitch now that I'm not on the stage and I don't have million subscribers on YouTube. I have 50 subscribers and 3 views. But have you? And I am a spiritual master now, and I can do the best work that I can. Give you my word and be grateful for everything that is here. You beautiful friends, food, there's food everywhere, in the fridge, everywhere. There's whatever it is, there's connection, it is warm. I have beautiful friends, those who left, they are left. My twin is not here, she's afraid of herself, but I am full and complete within myself. And I am love myself. I'll not suffer that she's not here, but I'm being fullness and completion of love that I am. And I may not be a millionaire, but I'm a millionaire inside, and I'm a bird for the million blessings, the little blessings in my life, and you are worth millions to me, and I'm doing the best this moment that I can. It's like Jesus said, why worry for the future? Don't you see birds are not worrying, they're just singing. The source provides everything. So I'm gonna do my work now the best that I can, give you the word that I can, and be loved that I can, and be grateful for what I have. And that's how it is. Whatever is not here, I cannot do anything now. I can only then suffer in control and fear and resistance. If my love is not here, I don't give a fuck. I'm love myself. And she had to work on herself. If I would want to control her, I would need her, I would be afraid that we will not be together, I would be living in time, I would be teaching, I'll be shaking here. But this moment now, I am love myself, grateful for everything that I have, counting my blessings. And that's how you live now in a moment. So love now, the moment now. Nothing else exists but the moment now. So love now from the heart. I love you this moment from the heart, and I give you my word, and I'm going to give you my word every day. Some days not, like yesterday, and maybe 2 days in a week not, but I give you my word. I'm doing video every day. Maybe not writing so much anymore, or maybe writing one day and then video, because it takes preparation and all the little things that I do and everything, and sometimes I go over the head, so I don't promise you anything, but I give something quality great every day. And it goes much into writing, preparation, and all these things, and then sharing, and I'm doing YouTube. It's doing so much, and I'm writing these posts on my page. Whoever wants to see the profound, shorter, longer truths, I'm gonna do the best that I can now, this moment. But there's no guilt in me. I should do messenger with you or be your personal guide or save you or engage in these comments, debates or everything. I know who I am, my unique and authentic expression that I am here to be a poet, to be a writer, to teach through spiritual classes. An answer is within everyone, found in silence of the mind. This is my mission, to be a spiritual master. I don't blame myself if you want me to do messenger. And if you want to control me, you will see. Because even the boyfriend of my mama saw that he cannot do that. That I don't do that. And if my mama knows, then he also knows. But let's not go there because I love him so much. But you will not see me in messenger. But if you will see me in person, we have a beautiful time. I give you my word, blessings. And you are this moment the best that you can be. You should never go against your heart out of fear and out of guilt, but always do what you can, best from the heart, trust and have faith, and enjoy whatever it is this moment. And it is done. And I give you my word, this moment now. Because there's nothing else exists but love now that I am you, that I am love, and love is only in the moment, and one only reality is moment. And I give you my word, and I'm giving you my word as much as I can from the heart, in this now, there's only now. So, and I really appreciate you, and I really love you, and I'm so grateful for everyone who can handle this divine Zen madman that I am. Thank you. I love you. You are birds of my feather. To heaven and earth we flock together. I hope you see the gifts that I'm offering. And if you feel you love the art of the word that I am, you feel inspired with the art of the word that I am, in your heart, if you feel that you want to share a donation with the art of the word that I am, do know that without a view there will be no art of the word that I am, no word given. I'm not the one to lament in hard times and to cry. I'm the one to always teach and always be the abundance that I am. But do know that without a donation there would be no art of the word that I am, and I'm so grateful and appreciate so much. Could not more. Because without you, there'd be no art of the word that I am. And I'm here to do videos and to write. And I thank you. And every single coin I bless with all gold of my heart. And only God knows how much you receive. But I'm grateful like a little child. I cannot teach you anything. You have to master yourself. By being in the moment now, doing the best that you can do, trusting and having faith, never going against your heart, following your fear and guilt. But you have to do it on yourself. But for everyone who ever offers me a donation, I have always a special gift, and like your donation comes in the surprise, in PayPal, I connect with your energies. I'm very clairsentient. I connect with your energies, and I just choose from the heart to give you gift back, and I do healing on you. White light source quantum healing, baby. And no appointment needed. I don't say anything. You surprise me. It's love, gift of love. I surprise you as gift of love. And it's quantum healing, no appointment needed. I'm very strong instrument, but I cannot do anything. That's why I don't call myself healer. But I do healing. I cannot heal you. And it's not my profession. My profession is teacher. But I do healing secondary on site. And everybody who offers me a donation, I give you my word. I connect with your energies. I balance you. I fill you up with white light. I ground you for every donation. And if donation is bigger, I do more times. And then I fill you up with white light. I cover you with diamonds, baby. I cover you with diamonds. I cover you with diamonds. And this is what I do. You may feel better, you may think of me. But I cannot heal anyone. Because everyone heals themselves in their faith in themselves, faith in healing, faith in the source, and actually in choices that they are. If we are choosing to follow our guilt always and our fear, we are choosing our ego, and we can only suffer, and we need healing, and we can never heal ourselves. Healing can last one day, you feel better. But if you work on yourself and you choose to be in a moment now, to trust what is this moment now and enjoy it in fullness of life and not worry for the future and be afraid that what is now here will not be here, and be afraid of the worst case scenarios that are not now here and never will happen, and blame yourself for who you are now here and others who they are now here. If you don't do that, if you don't live in the moment, you won't heal yourself. But if you do that, if you live in the moment, you heal yourself. You heal yourself. If you choose not to follow that guilt, that fear, that expectations, that control, that darkness, but you choose to follow your heart, and you trust, and you release that fear, release that guilt, work on yourself, and healing can help you much. You actually heal yourself always and save yourself. We are actually all just helping each other home, walking each other home, and offering assistance. But I'm so grateful for every single donation that I do healing on your beautiful being. Everything else is up to you. It's like this teachings is helping me most, because I'm creating it, I'm the most absorbed in it, and I speak the truth that I am, otherwise I would not teach. And then I follow. But just sharing my story. But it's activation, it's truth, and if you implement, if you do something with this story, this is up to you. It can help you much. And I'm only sharing my story, and I give you my word that I love you, and I'll be sharing my story as long as I breathe. I give you my word, because word that I am, this moment now, always and forever. Live in the moment now, love now, there's no time. Fear is not real, fear is in time, guilt is not real. It's for fear, darkness, expectations, control, not real. Love now, this moment, there's only love now. You are that love now, and love and now are inseparable and one, and love is God, and there's only now that I am the only existent, the being that I am you. Love now. Poor namaste. Poor namaste.